welcome to the Procrastinario. My name is Jan and today we are playing EU4 as Pomerania, this being episode 9. This episode is recorded shortly after the last episode, so the last two episodes haven't even been uploaded by the time I recorded this. So I'm sorry if I missed any of your comments and didn't take any of your advice. I sincerely do apologize, but as I said, I was away, or am still away, at the time of this recording, well, this upload. Now, we're going to unpause. We didn't really do anything specifically. We do still have a free diplomat, which... You know what? We're going to go... Are we? Who are they allied with? Saxon. Could take Lübeck, but Lübeck is Hanoverian. Oh, they are fabricating a claim on us, are they? This is converted. Well, we're going to set the rest of our rivals, one being Bohemia and the other one being Poland, as they seem to be the ones who hit us the most. And we're going to start... what are we going to... We're going to start... Who are you allied with? Sweden, Mainz, Trier and Würzburg. We're going to fabricate a claim on Breslau, I think. Breslau seems better. There we go. One of our cardinals is loyal to... well, became loyal to someone else. We're going to rectify that soon. I may be sounding a little bit under the weather. That's because I am not feeling entirely well. I just had a conversation with someone and it kind of brought me down as well. But I will do my best to do a good job, get you all through this. So let's see, do we have a dude? No. See, our inflation is still very, very high, which I so do not like, and we have loans. Nope, we're not going to do that. We're going to wait for the loans to expire and then repay them. Yeah, there are still Polish patriots standing in Poznan, but there's nothing we can do about them. We're going to move our people into into Pomerania. Still the safest province to be in case someone attacks. Can we have more units? Yes, we can. So, we are going to a Latin large cast bronze mortar, but where? Where are we going to order one? 29. That seems the cheapest and the quickest. We've learned about the Azores. Oh, how fantastic. The Azores, of course, are, or at least should be, Portuguese, and they are. So is Madeira. The Canaries belong to Spain, but they always do. The Portuguese seem to be occupied by pretender rebels. And peasant rebels. They're just not having a good time, are they? Genoa is occupied by the Ottomans. Crimea is more or less occupied by Kazan, which is rather fantastic. The Mamluks have expanded. They can do Kadir, which is good. Maybe they can kick the Ottoman ass a bit more. Now, these Polish patriots over here are annoying. But what can we do? You know we have to make diplomatic relations, but there's nothing we can do about that. Disputed succession in Muscovy, Scotland and Portugal, nothing that really helps us. They don't like us, yet they're still our ally. Cardinal is no longer loyal to us. It seems it will be a cardinal battle for that one. But we're used to those. At least we've seen them before. This lovely mortar into Pomerania. Oh, our dude has been discovered while fabricating a claim in Breslau, which is okay. Not really that much of a problem. We're going to get another bronze cast mortar soon. Hopefully. Invest a bit more in our cardinal. Let's compete. Bavaria. See, these patriots, there's nothing I can do about them. Can't accept their demands. Our stability is already at 1. We have some Saxon patriots over here, which is fine. There's if I remember correctly, we did just go up in tech, which is fantastic. Military tech at the next level should be good for us as well. New Pope, which we don't really care about. What we do care about, there we go. We have a claim on Breslau. Who are they allied with? Sweden, Mainz, Trier, and Würzburg. We're going to fabricate another claim on Niederlausitz, and then we're going to try fabricating one. Well, those are the only two that we can. Breslau and Niederlausitz, which is fine. These two provinces, they're not too bad. These are Czech, these are Silesian. It's not the best choice because they did convert them already, but we might be able to. They're at war with England and Frankfurt. We are going to ignore the elephant. Yeah, we can't afford. They're at war with Trier, Bohemia, and Münster for no reason. England, Frankfurt, the Hanse-Saxony, Thuringia. They're not doing too well, are they? You're at war with Hanse-Saxony and Thuringia. Invest Markarno again. Still wouldn't be our vassal, neither would you, which is to be expected. We can't really do much unless someone attacks us. At the moment, I do not want to start the war. I don't think it would be a smart idea for us to start the war, because it would be expensive if nothing else. We do need the money. Yeah, we do still have the claims on Memo, Ostpreußen and Marienburg, which is fine because we are now annexing the Teutons. They will be done in February of 82, which is in 4 years. We might see that happen in this episode. I'm not sure. I don't think that there's enough time. The episode will be long enough, but maybe we'll get to about 80-85%. Bohemia is really hating us because of our aggressive expansion. So are they. Denmark broke their alliance with us. Well, that is bad, because they now hate us. They have a claim. What? Conquest casts value on what? Which province? Oh, on Danzig. That's not good. We're gonna have to be careful, because we are not the biggest military power in the world, and as long as we can keep these two kind of afraid of us, should be fine. These are all Saxon. What did we ever do? I know this episode is boring, but there's just not much we can do at the moment, other than sit and wait for things to happen. I mean, we can't afford to go to war. We can't afford to take any provinces, because if we do take any provinces, we're just going to get slaughtered by the HRE, or the Emperor. So about the next 10 years, there won't be much war, unless we go into war with one of the nations and not take anything, which is entirely possible. We just won't expand. Stade is occupied by Aachen. Two derived home from Bohemia. We now have claims on them. It's okay. Do we have improved relations with Austria? We still do. Who doesn't hate us and would be a good ally? Poland hates us. Austria doesn't hate us, but we're gonna try improving relations in Austria and see what happens. Yeah, aggressive expansion is definitely hurting everyone. They just hate us, period. I understand why they would hate us, or why Bohemia would hate us. I mean, we do have huge aggressive expansion with both those nations, but don't really get why Danes hate us, but I guess, I mean, we are about as big as they are. We do have some military might. We don't really have a naval power that's greater than theirs, necessarily. Yeah, with Norway and Poland. Yeah, we don't have a military might to match theirs. Not by a long shot. So they're quite safe in that regard. We're about halfway through the episode now. Austria vassalized Baden. Well, okay, I guess. See, that's what Austria does. Austria just kind of, if they do expand, they expand diplomatically, which I totally get, and is something I would want to do, but I'm not as big or as rich as Austria. Their provinces are simply too good. Most of their provinces are too good. I mean, our provinces, we only have kind of comparable provinces, but we don't have that many really rich provinces. Austria broke their alliance with Hesse. Kazan tells us of peasants' war. The peasantry has for some time demanded economic, religious, and political amendments. Their dissatisfaction has grown to such an extent that violent revolts are becoming a common-day practice. Even though there is no central leadership and they lack proper armament, the peasants have still managed to pose a challenge to the authority. Several important buildings, both religious and other, have been burnt and plundered as protest, and our general is dead. What is it with our generals? They all die. He's really good at maneuvering. Maneuver 4. Bohemia left the military coalition against us. That's surprising. Which means that there is no military coalition against us at the moment. Bohemia is still allied. Well, they're now. Oh, that's Brandenburg. They're allied with Sweden, Mainz, Trier, and Würzburg. Austria entered military alliance with the Palatinate, and the Teutons changed their capital to Memel. Interesting. I don't understand why. Also, our cardinal was taken by Austria because I don't know. They just did. I can't do anything. We're improving our relations with Austria. Hopefully we can get an alliance with them. Again. We're apparently a competing great power. I think that, yeah, we lost our cardinal, the one that we already had in the Curia that we controlled, so we won't be able to control the Curia for a while longer. Which is bad. Because we really do need to control at least one. Nope. Not going to do that. Yes I will. One known less. Does boost our income a little bit. How much do we pay for interest? 0.37. Cessation of church functions. Noble families were offered granted control over church lands and appointments were made in many states in exchange for cash contributions to the crown's efforts. The crown, of course, lost control over some revenues this way in exchange for a certain boost in revenue. We can accept, gain 50.59 ducats immediately, get cessation of church functions for 20 years, reducing our national tax modifier by 50% but gaining +1 papal influence, or lose 1 stability and gain 20 papal influence, but this is 20 years. We're going to decline. Stability did drop. We're going to... No, we're not. Because we do really need this national bank idea. National bank. By establishing a central authority for financial matters, we have better control over our nation's economy and inflation reduction 0.1, which is good. And our production efficiency goes up by 10% because we got 3 ideas. We got a national idea, which is Zunft, guild specific to every sort of craft, are founded to ensure the quality of products and training artisans, production efficiency plus 10%. Which is rather fantastic because now our inflation will go down and our income will go up because of it. Which is good. We're going to fall behind. We're going to fall behind in the Holy See, but I don't care. Get entered the military alliance with Mecklenburg, and Milan entered the military alliance with Ferrara. I realize I'm talking really fast. We have finished. Stability increased. Our decision to give more power to local magnates has ensured that people of importance feel good about our government, so they have been telling everyone how well they are being governed, which is good news. A diplomat arrived back. Austria still is still hostile towards us. They both still hate us. So do they. Yeah. It's not good. Not good at all. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to see them being annexed in this episode. The episode only has a few minutes left in it, but next episode most definitely will be annexed. Which is rather good. I know some episodes are going to be a bit more boring. If they are too boring, then I might skip an episode, but I don't want to skip an episode because I want you guys to see everything that goes on in the game. It's not just one war upon war. There's a lot of, quite a bit of sitting around and waiting for stuff to happen. These should shortly become ours as well. Ostpreußen has the Neman estuary, controlling the important river estuary of Neman, strengthens our hold on trade in the region. Trade power +5, which will increase our trade power in here, which is good. Which, I mean, a lot of the money except what the Swedes are taking is being forwarded. So, Denmark annexed Saxe-Lauenburg. Okay, and I'm being imperialistic. No. That doesn't work. I just received a text. Oh well, we'll have to wait. Are they afraid of us? Are you? Yes, you are. I might pull this episode just a little bit long, just because I want you to see what happens when a country gets annexed. So this episode might be a little longer than usual. What are improved relations over here? 71, 82, 85. You know what? We're going to improve relations with some of these smaller states as well. Gonna try and get them on our side. Because they're small states, and while they wouldn't be vassal just now, they might later on in the game, and having good relations with them had to go. We do still have a decent income of 1 while at peace, and it will go up. As soon as we manage to annex the Teutons, it will go up. It will piss off these two quite a bit. Probably these 3 in general, but they now know that we are not someone to mess with. Hopefully. Hopefully they realize that now. We're kinda sad if they don't. And they do decide to attack us, which would be bad for us. We can't repay a loan just yet. We'll be able to soon. Said more loans we repay. We are paying interest. So, and the next loan is due in November. So, and inflation is going down, but we can reduce it. Reduce some admin power. We don't have well, we do have, but we're going to repay this loan. There we go. That's reduced interest, and this thing is will reduce inflation, which is bad. Why did it go up? The current inflation is high, and it is making everything more costly, and that's the problem with inflation. It's making things more expensive, and we can't afford them to be more expensive. We don't have a large amount of money. Milan declared war on Genoa. Conquest is their casus belli. I'm guessing they want Liguria. They'd probably... oh, and possibly Corsica. Which is fine, I mean. We can't say that Ostpreußen is a rightful part of our territory. It was to be expected, considering that we went to war so long ago. And we made that claim so long ago. It's probably going to, the same is probably going to happen with these two quite soon. No, there we go. Just on time. Integrating Teutonic Order. When a smaller country gives up its independence to join a greater realm, there is a lot of adapting, and while some parts are easy, the administration of the realm will still need to be expanded to accommodate all possibilities. Integration is a slow process. We lose 10 legitimacy because of it. The Teutons accepted, we get +5 prestige, and we conquered Marienburg, which gives us another 5 prestige. We are now minus in income, which is bad. These two are more and more afraid of us, which is good. These don't seem to hate us anymore for it, which I'm fine with. Our next mission could be to take Niederlausitz, which aggressive expansion is still really high with some of these nations. And I don't really want to do that just yet. We'll decide what our mission will be next time, and it might change by the time we log in next time. We're going to unpause just for a second. I think we have too many troops at the moment as well. Yeah, what kind of army do you have here? Just a little bit. You know what we'll do? We'll disband some of these. We'll do that. Select this one. Disband it. Yes. And we'll send the rest into Vorpommern to join the rest of our army. A diplomat arrived home from the Teutons, which is just fine. They kind of like us now. We're going to improve our relations with them now as well. Now we are gaining a bit more diplomatic power again, because we lost the relation, which is good. We're going to try and vassalize these and get at least an alliance going with one of these again. Palatinate, accept the military alliance with Austria again. What this does now is we now have an army again, and our fleet size increased, which is never good if you ask me. We do have a random bark just here. Where are the rest of our barks? I'll go here. We're going to quickly do some housekeeping and then I'll end this episode. There's a new monarch in Denmark, so the Danes might like us a bit more. There we go. Now I'm going to end this episode here. We did manage to put in the Teutons. The episode is running a little bit longer than they usually do, but that's fine. The ship is apparently building in Memel. That's not good. No, no, no. Thank you. And join our army. That's it for this episode. What we did in this episode is basically we integrated the Teutons, making us quite a big power and gave us quite a bit of power in this trade node as well. So we're transferring a lot more money forwards, which we are then picking up here, which is good, 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 good. More money is always good, I think. Austria is trying to forward trade into Antwerp. Makes sense. Anywho, that's it for this episode. I know it was a slightly more boring episode. There wasn't really war, but we did integrate a country. We did grow. So if you like this episode, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna say this one more time and then I'll promise I'll stop being annoying. There's a donate button on my YouTube page on the artwork. If you want to donate, you can. If you do not want to, you do not have to. I will continue doing this regardless. As I said, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, bye bye.